Everything's just fine.
So after 2 days, I was finally able to pack and just get the hell out of New York before anything else happened, armed with 1.5 suitcases, a 7-year-old camera, and a misfiring car. Luckily, the first stop was only like 8 hours away in Withville, Virginia.
And that injury is why my drivers are the best.
Oh, hang on, I gotta go. Almost didn't see you there. Let me pack up the car really quick. This isn't exactly my usual set, but I'll explain more in a second. First, here's what we're picking up. In true Koi the Spherical Boy fashion, I redeemed a free guac coupon 15 minutes before it expired. The day has not been lost. Which is a great success until I realized it was a 45-minute drive. Oh, God. Luckily, I called ahead and they held it for me. A speed camera flashed me on the way here. Yeah, I have no idea how fast I was going. After Chipotle, I dropped off merch for my roommate in Hell's Kitchen and finally, once and for all, embarked on a summer solo East Coast road trip. Why, yes, I am a 5-year-old. But to be fair, when I entered the Holland Tunnel, my celebration was downright stoic. For a 5-year-old. Can it be? I'm in the tunnel! God, that seemed like that would never happen today. Oh, dreams do come true. Make it worth it. Excuse me, please stay in your lane. He says as he enters into the lane. Alright, full tank of gas, yes, everything great. There we go. Say this is a pretty sorted car. It's almost like it's fast stock or something. Like you could just go out and buy one of these and it would do that every time. You may remember the car was acting kind of funny last episode, and if you don't remember, don't worry, it gets just absolutely hilarious in this one. Starting right about now.
Trying to find any places of tension, like if you have to support your arm or your leg. And just relax out of those, staying in position, but letting the muscles relax.
That small little worm clamp, there's supposed to be one of those that I had put on this vacuum line, which goes to the brake booster, which from factory just seems too short. Every time the engine pitches left or right at all, it starts to yank that, and what I think's happening is that it's like sipping air into the system. So every time it does that, it starts misfiring and it seals up again. So like in the system, still seems fine, no check engine lights thrown, but it's still like having misfires and shit from the like little burps of air that are getting through. Put a zip tie on it now. It's better than it was. It started creeping up to like 1500 RPMs where it was misfiring a lot, which was not good because that's like where it cruises. But I got these, so tomorrow I'm going to put them on because I just realized that I had like a little self-debate earlier on whether or not I needed a giant flathead screwdriver. Of course, no, I didn't. I'm going to use a giant flathead screwdriver. All right, getting ready to hit the leg to Florida. I'm skipping Atlanta on the way down this time, which means this is gonna be just a straight 10-hour drive, which normally would be fine, but basically all the wheels in this car are bent, so it just rattles itself to death. And that's, for someone with a lot of mechanical sympathy, that's gonna be a rough ride. Headphones when I need to take calls or something. This I still need to put on when I get to Florida. This is the GoPro charger, which will plug into the converter there. That's there for a reason. This is there to prop that up. This is there to make that not fall into the crack. In the trunk, it's terrible. There's no sense or logic to this. Bike in the back as per usual. And then the rationale behind the iPad, it's just for music. I normally play music through this. Can't plug it in to charge and plug it into the stereo because of sleek design language. This is now just going to be plugged into a charger. This is responsible for music. So I just play my playlist or podcast, whatever, on that through the car stereo. And then I basically, because I like to drive with a cutout in this car open quite a bit because I'm 5. So for any passenger, this car would be incredibly deafening and they'd go mad in seconds. But for me, with these in, it'll be a breeze and quieter than if I wasn't playing any music and had the cutout closed, and I'll still be able to hear the engine and I'll still be able to hear the music. So I'm stoked on that, and it took me 3 years to figure it out. So that's the setup, and now it's time to say goodbye to the family. And remember to take my bike helmet. Jesus Christ. Okay, that was close.
Just take your time. Just take.
Why does this only happen in Virginia? See a problem here at all? I don't know, maybe it's just finally reading accurate speeds. Every time it does this, it's in Virginia. It hasn't done this a single time since living in New York. One trip back to Virginia. Maybe I don't know what to do. And it's back. Just popped up. I have no idea why. But cool.
Feels like you and me. Just take your time. Just take your
Oh my god. Dude, how could you not make dope car videos here? It is, I don't know what time it is. It's probably around 8, something like that. These roads are fun, man. These roads are fun. Kind of scary. I think I'm gonna take another pass, or at least try and find some ones with less inlet roads, because I hate that. I'll wrap up here and then get a coffee or something. Not that I need it after this. That's good. Check engine light came on and was flashing at me, which I'm not used to, so I'm gonna check out what's going on. Probably should have put that clamp on. Oh, I don't know. Oh. What the hell? Everything just lit up. That's not good. Maybe it's fuse related. The car has been shaking itself to death for like 700 miles now. And now it seems okay. Bro, I don't know what to do with Vipos. I'm gonna try and find a gas station with some decent shade. A full tank from here or on will take me all the way to Tallahassee and then some. I'm gonna go ahead and put on that hose clamp. This is not ideal. This especially because the AC exacerbates the issue dramatically. So as I enter Florida in June, no AC for you, boy. Ah. Oh yeah, oh yeah, no, it's not happy. Oh, it's really not happy. Oh, come on, just gotta go over there. That's all you gotta do. If I lived here, I would die real quick. Like, real quick. I'm gonna go back home. This is fun. But yeah, because I can't afford this car. Or like death right now. So, back to town it is. I need a bathroom. That one actually. Yeah, do some different inflections if you want.
Heckin'!
So tonight's actually the last night of a very improvised week-long trip to LA. Hopefully have many more to come. I meant to give myself more time to talk about stuff here, but as usual I'm late to the airport, so I guess... Oh, my sweet baby dears. It's like full-blown winter out there. And I thought I'd sleep like maybe 2 hours on a flight, you know, something. No, I don't know why. I don't know why I thought that. If I accidentally thirst trapped any of you into this channel, this is your way out, my friends. I guess I understand why they're called red eyes now. I mean, I did before, but now I'm gonna take a nap forever. In the first hour of the trip when I found the missing hose clamp, I was pretty confident that was the issue, but after basically having the car yell me to the side of the road, now with random electrical things acting up, putting a new clamp back on was definitely done more out of hoping I was right rather than actually thinking so. Oh, that's not good. Oh, everything's terrible. Everything's so bad. Oh god. I have started with that, but that's not the problem. It's making such good time too. Oh, spark plugs, manifold gasket, which wouldn't cause one misfire, and that hose clamp were the only differences. Why is stability control failing? I mean, not that I mind, but like, just that's... So here's the deal. I am gonna save you another hour of footage of me guessing all the wrong things, and you're gonna not judge me for not figuring out the actual problem 1,000 miles sooner. Sound good? Good, great, fantastic. This is battery terminals. That was it. Battery wasn't fully connected. Vibrations actually were a problem, but only because they were wiggling the battery terminal. 50 miles from the end. I think I accidentally like bumped into it and it moved, and then it just pulled right off with no wrench at all, and there's your problem, I guess. All the footage that I've gone through to edit this video has just been me watching myself guess every wrong component of the car, except that I just want to yell through the fabric of time, jiggle the battery terminals, just give them a little wiggle there, just one. That'll solve all your problems, and you won't have to replace an alternator in 3 months. Because apparently, I guess the entire New York to Florida drive, it was just on maximum output, trying to make up for all the current the battery wasn't giving to the car because it wasn't connected to the car. Yeah, I didn't even record the moment that I found out. I think I was too ashamed at the time, but yeah, there you go. That's what it was, battery terminals. That's it. Check your battery terminals, kids. I had to replace a battery too. I forgot, I replaced the battery like a month before the alternator finally died. Just, you know, this is fine. I'm fine. Oh! Alright, so I guess I'm just gonna send it and try and get there. So I don't really know what I'm gonna do about that, but I guess for now. The only thing giving me any hope is the fact that before Haggard Garage had some issues with existing, they hot lapped an LS400 with no coolant in it for like, I don't even know how long. Well, I lost all the time I made up. Could be worse.
The car got worse over the next few hours until I eventually started planning to just get within 100 miles of Tallahassee so I could call a tow truck and let that take it the rest of the way, because I just didn't think the car was going to make it. I stopped at an auto parts store to read the codes, which confirmed a cylinder 6 misfire.
Fitting.
Right on cue, downpour started, and I had to slow down even more after skating around a few times on my pretty bald tires.
Oh, hello hydroplaning. Wow, this is really good.
But as fast as the rain came, it disappeared, and just in time for a much-needed sunset. Maybe 50 miles later, I pulled off for gas where I stumbled across the battery terminals, and once I tightened them, although the car still seemed a little down on power, the misfire and the electrical issues all went away. After leaving that gas station, I even took a short detour to Mexico with another car also trying to get to Florida. And finally, after all the delays getting on the road and stress from driving a dying car once I made it to Tallahassee and two of my best friends from before I moved.
It's accurate.
We wasted no time in getting back to being the morons we are, and I took a breather to prepare for a very crazy few weeks ahead.
That was so perfect. Oh, God.